Sometimes composers, when they're talking to each other, at least composers I respect, will refer to a piece as sounding very new music.
Okay, just moved over.
I guess I'm talking about like a subset of new music, you know, but...
What's new music?
Yeah, that's what the trouble is when anyone, you know, asks you, well, what kind of music do you do, and they're not a musician, you say, well, new music.
There's a sort of ossified new music scene that privileges certain things that are no longer relevant to a new generation of composers. There are some people for whom it is still relevant, but new music, as I think of it, is something apart from what I do.
Because when you say new music, actually, that's almost a misnomer, because new music, to people that know what that is, connotes a certain kind of like avant-garde, John Cage kind of thing, which is not what we're really about, actually.
Okay, let's do 3 before B. It is responsible. It's responsible for the speed of the passing time. 6 months now, and I can tell you, truthfully, few periods in my life have passed so quickly. I am in excellent physical and emotional health. Okay, I think that we're done.
That was great, guys. Load-in is at 5 o'clock. I really have no idea what to expect. It seems like the guy who I've been in touch with there isn't the person who's actually going to be there on the day, so I don't have any sense of whether we're going to have that's going to be a chance to like try things out. My guess is no. So
It's going to be chaotic on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to have any illusions that that's going to be a smooth show. It's going to be the roughest show of the tour.
And unfortunately
it's
the first. It's not clear what a piece of music means. It can mean many things to different people, but it's doing something to express a sort of snapshot of an internal condition, a snapshot of an emotional condition. And that's different from the music being about something. It's not teaching you a thing, it's sort of showing you something.
Behind me is the NOW Ensemble, and they're going to start the show with a piece by Patrick Burt called External Forces.
Well, it was the roughest. Our playing was affected by the weird setup.
We were just looking at
So our playing was actually worse than usual.
This is the first time we've ever played amplified. This is like only the third time we've played the piece at all. I mean, it's just, you know, it's kind of unbelievable when you think about it.
I mean, we're basically classical musicians. I don't want to be like, look at us, we're cool playing in this club. Like, turn on some amps and now we're a rock band. So I want to find a way to like make it not feel weird to play at a place like this.
I think that for some reason in the last 20 years, someone, somewhere along the line, decided that the role of music was to soothe people and that the role of musicians was to remain neutral because they see it as this sort of untouched space that shouldn't be tainted by all these worldly ideas, which I think is totally absurd. By nature, as artists, I mean, you kind of, everything you do is sort of outside of the box, and you have the ability to, and the outlet to speak your mind constantly in very creative ways. And we wanted to use that opportunity to communicate some kind of message through our works. What turns people away from classical music or new music is not so much the music, but the context in which it's presented. I mean, I don't even like going to classical music concerts most of the time because you're stuck in that concert hall and your arms feel like they're pinned to your sides and you can't cough and you can't drop your program and you can't drink and you can't interact with people, and it's this very, in some ways, unpleasant experience. And just by bringing this music out of these traditional settings that turn people off into a place where they feel comfortable was a huge step.
This tour is sort of presenting kind of an identity crisis for our group. We're just sort of like, I mean, our goal is to sort of be bridging the classical rock kind of boundary, and so now we're playing in a rock club and we're amplified, but the music's the same. So it's not like we have it all figured out about where the boundary is. Like we're sort of testing the boundaries.
Can I get back in this way, Nick?
Thanks.
It's just people like waiting around trying to get in. I think in all of our announcements we said, you know, small space, buy tickets early, and people thought, what is this? What is this new music thing? No one will go. No one ever goes to new music concerts.
I feel shitty about the whole situation tonight, but I'm trying to get over it because it's not really our fault. We could have planned ahead for how many people were going to come versus how small this place is, but beyond that, I don't really know what else to do.
The fact that we sold out last night, like an hour before we were sold out, and we probably, from the looks of it, could have sold out a whole other show. I mean, that's pretty cool. That makes you feel really good, and it's amazing because my experience as a composer generally is one of disappointment, where, you know, I write a piece that I really care about and I'm really excited about, and it gets programmed on some contemporary music concert and nobody comes. Like, my friends don't come because it's not really their thing, and my friends have been coming to this because it's closer to their thing.
A lot of that music is abstract. It's not overtly about any particular experience. It's notes on the page, but I want my music to be something that people use, you know, that nourishes them and helps them not feel better in a sort of easy or vapid way, but feel better in the sense of, this person relates to me, I relate to this person. So, you know, you ask yourself the question, what is left? What is left that's good? What can I hold on to? In a way, that's the question that I think art can answer, and art alone can answer. Hope is hard to come by when you feel like the entire system is against you, and the only thing that is left in some sense are the things that you know are okay, which are very few. You know, your friends, your family, yourself on some level, and then the possibility for making things that are beautiful. So it's not hope in the sense of the system's going to get better, everything's going to work out. It's sort of hope from a place of, let me find the things that I know are okay. And through that, I can have a way forward. Through that, I can say, not everything's going to be all right, but something's going to be all right. Because that's a lot better than thinking nothing's going to be all right, which is, I think, where we can wind up easily, especially in times like these.